Well, basically, I was 41. I'd had long-term relationships, but nothing had actually worked out with regards to having children. Time in terms of fertility was running out for me, and I wasn't prepared to kind of let that go, really. So that's why I pursued IVF with a donor. I looked abroad because the numbers in this country were pretty small, and the clinic that I used didn't actually have a donor bank attached to it, so I had to look further afield.
So when you say further afield, just take us through that process. You're doing very well, by the way. You're doing very well.
I'm used to this, don't I? I'll probably get head-butted in a minute, just to let you know. Concussion live on air.
Yes, you said you went further afield.
Yes, I looked into Denmark. There were lots of options with regards to America, which was something that I thought about. But actually, in terms of later on in life, when they get to 18 and they actually are able to find their donor if they so wish, and their siblings, it was a consideration that Denmark might be closer for them to actually find their donor as well.
Okay, and tell us about what you, I mean, it's obviously early days for telling them. What will you tell them about their dad, do you think?
Well, I took this on with the intention to always be truthful about how they were conceived, how they came to be. So, I mean, I think I haven't got the words right now as to what I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll take it. As I read them as they get older, how emotionally sort of intelligent they are and what they can take at the time. But I intend to be truthful with them as to, that a very kind man helped Mummy achieve her dreams of having 2 very quiet children.
Well, do you know, it seems an odd question to ask. I mean, we're looking at them now, they're obviously fantastic. You're obviously delightfully happy with where you are. What were your... Yeah. Did you have any reservations or any concerns, as you first started thinking about it, as a realistic proposition?
No, not really. I didn't have... I mean, my reservations were just purely whether or not it would work. That's that's kind of they were my only fears. I mean, I knew that I wanted to have children. And that children couldn't wait, but a relationship could. So I prioritised having my babies, and that's kind of how I came to do the IVF donor route.
You've amazed me this morning that you can carry on this conversation with us while being distracted by 2 gorgeous girls. But you're used to that because this is a choice you made to do it as well on your own, which has got to be tough.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it is. Don't get me wrong. It's it's relentless. But then I think having children and babies particularly is it's a 24/7 job, isn't it? Whether you have 1 or 2. I mean, I think when you get to 3, power to them. Good, amazing. But I know no different. So I've only ever had 2. I think had I had 1 and then 2, I probably would have had a real culture shock. But I think the fact that you are immediately dealing with 2, you just adapt. You just get your head around what you're doing and you just get on with it. What can you do? Do you know what I mean? It's like I wanted them, and I'm very, very blessed to have 2. So, yeah.